Hi guys, I'm back. Did you miss me? I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. Your girl is back and ready to get back into some reviews. I missed you guys. I really did. So, you know the drill. My name is Kimora, and today we'll be reviewing our 21st installment of Season 3 of Bubble Guppies. Season 3, Episode 21, Puddle Ball. In this episode, the Bubble Guppies invent a new game to play in the rain. But when the weather becomes too wet, even for Puddle Ball, Bubble Puppy must overcome his fear of thunder to save the game. Now, I really enjoyed this episode. I really did. I will say, the Bubble Puppy moments in this episode were my favorite, because him being scared of the rain was just so cute. Kind of reminded me of my dog. He didn't mind getting wet. It's just like he did not like loud noises. Would you be surprised when I tell you that he was one of the few dogs that didn't like anything squeaky? He didn't. He didn't like anything squeaky, which is shocking. But yeah, just one of those special things about my dog that make me love him even more, even though that he's not here anymore. And Gil just trying to console Bubble Puppy every now and then when he sees his pet getting all scared is also really cute as well. And I know what you guys are thinking. For those of you, even for those of you who like the show, or even those of you out there who despise the show, why is it raining? They're underwater. Listen. SpongeBob was able to light a fire underwater. So if that's possible, then it can rain underwater in the Bubble Guppies universe. Take that in for as you will. So, anyway, episode starts with Molly and Gil swimming to school like you do, and they come across this field where a couple of crabs and their lobster coach are playing Puddle Ball. No, not Puddle. They don't call it Puddle Ball yet. Kickball. They're playing kickball, and everything's going good, but then it's starting to rain. It's starting to rain, and poor little Bubble Puppy hiding behind the bench and whimpering. Like, that breaks my heart. It's too cute. It's too cute. Listen, you give me any cute animal scene in a cartoon, and I will not get over how cute it is, how adorable it is. If I hear any animal whimpering or see any animal sad, you'll be hearing me rave about it all day, like the next Ariana Grande concert. So, yeah. But poor little Bubble Puppy's all scared and stuff. And Gil tries to tell him it's just a little bit of rain. But then everybody else has to pack up. Molly and Gil have to get to school. And when Bubble Puppy hears the thunder, he starts running to school like Sonic. Poor thing is scared. And then when they finally get there, everybody's looking outside. They tell everybody it's raining outside. Also, Mr. Grouper, Tino and Tino's back, which I'm really happy for. He's also going to be back in the next episode, which I'm happy for. I'm happy. Like I said before, and I don't know if I explicitly said it, but I'll say it again for those of you who don't think I said it. I don't hate Fred. I don't. Okay? I don't hate Fred. Tina will just always leave a special place in my heart. But I think Fred does a good job within the later seasons. But I'm just saying Tino will leave a special place in my heart. Okay? So for any of you who think, oh, you keep on raving about Tino, you must love him more, you must hate Fred. I don't hate Fred. I don't. They both voice Mr. Grouper in their own special ways. Okay? Tino was just the OG for me. Take that in. Thank you. So, sorry if you hear that. So they explain how rain is filled with tiny droplets of water, and the more water there is in the rain cloud, the more it lets out, the darker the cloud gets. And they see Bubble Puppy hiding, and it's just too cute. And they try to tell Bubble Puppy about all the good things rain could have. Like, it helps flowers grow. It can help, it makes good puddle stomping, which is too cute as well. And Gobi and Gil pretend to splash in puddles. The two GG boys back at it again. So anyway, we have our question segment about what happens when it rains. And then we have a banger song highlighted in season 3. It's the awesomeness of rain. I remember, I don't know what Nick Jr. was on back then, but this song, I think around was around, I think I want to say quarantine, before quarantine. I don't know. But I heard the song religiously playing during commercial breaks between 2019 and 2020. I don't know what Nick Jr. was on, but I was loving it. I was loving it. And I like the concept of the song, rain, you don't have to just stay inside. You can go outside and play in the rain. Rain is fun. Because they said it themselves. It comes from the horse's mouth. I'm happy to explain the awesomeness of rain. Drip, drop, drip, do-do-do-do. Drip, drop, drip, do-do-do. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And the way they're wearing their boots. The way they're wearing their rain boots, I'm not going to say how. They got fins. But it's just so silly and goofy. If you've seen the episode, you know what I mean. Oh, God. But then we have our question segment. We have a question segment. No, sorry. Shop segment. Una wants to splash in her favorite puddle. And we learn about how puddles can dry up when it comes to the hot sun. And even Dima saying, your puddle is shrinking. Your puddle's shrinking. And they said that we have to help them find a dark cloud that can help Una's puddle get bigger again. And them splashing in the puddles at the end was also really cute. It was really adorable. And I also like the rain gear as well, especially Mr. Grouper. He has on like a blue rain outfit. It's really cute too. And then we have our questions. Why do I keep on saying question segment? Lunch joke. Jesus. Lunch joke. Nani got a Mott's umbrella stick. Even a little fish saying, that's a cheesy joke. And then we have our Molly and Gil segment. Gil is looking for a rain cloud for him to use his new umbrella under. And then at one moment, there's a rain cloud when he's talking to Molly, and he says, there's a rain cloud right behind me, isn't it? And Molly just says, And then, I'm telling you, when the first time Gil tried to get under the rain cloud, he sounded like Homer. He sounded like, watch the episode, you know what I mean. When he tried to get on the rain cloud the first time, he was like, no. He kind of sounded like Homer for a second. He did. He did. And then he's trying to keep on getting the cloud. And then we come back into the classroom. Molly get invited by Una saying that it's raining really hard now. And then Mr. Grouper saying, it's raining cats and dogs out there. And then he was like, I don't see any. Wait, what? And then he said, that's just an expression that people say when it's raining really hard. And I like when Mr. Grouper says, speaking of dogs, how's our little puppy doing? And then he's still scared of the rain, poor thing. But so sweetly, Una, she suggests that a little song can help him. And then they sing their own version of Rain, Rain, Go Away. And it's really catchy. Like, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. It's really something to snap your fingers to. I like it. Kind of reminds me of what they did their short version of Bingo from The Wizard of Australia. But instead it's Dingo. It was really fun. But then during the song, thunder crashes and it causes Bubble Puppy to hide under his bed. It's too cute and sad because at one moment he's trying to have fun with them, but then he keeps on hiding. It's too cute and sad. And also, one point before the song happened, Gil tries to coax Bubble Puppy out under the sand table with one of his squeaky toys, a squeaky bone, which is so cute. And then once again, the Guppies try to tell Bubble Puppy that rain is good, and it can help fill up lakes and stuff, and it can make rainbows, and this is part of the episode what I really like, and something that kids can also relate to, because I think I had this thought in the series before this episode came out. Had they ever played inside before? Because if I was one of those kids that did not like indoor play, because I feel like, I was one of those kids that like to like run around, like it was part of my stimulation, like running around, just being all over the place. I was one of those kids. So at this point, before this point in the series, I was like, man, they never have outside play. I mean, they never have indoor play. But then in this very moment, whenever they sing the outside song, they was like, a thunder crashes again, and then Gil says, breaks the fourth wall, and he says that the audience, it's raining, it's thundering, that means we should play inside, which I love that. I love that because this is something that kids can relate to. You know, when it's raining, you might have to play inside, which I like that a lot. And then we have our storybook segment with Gobi and Molly. They're froyo farmers. They need rain to help their strawberries grow. And then we have like this Swedish giant. I don't want to say I particularly liked them, because I feel like even when he was told that you keep on blowing away the rain clouds, because that's what he was doing, he was saying, I want froyo. He didn't even really say sorry. Maybe that's what my irks with him. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I don't think I really like the giant. But in the story segment is good. It's good, you know. I mean, there is this one point where there's two funny gags that I like, two funny scenes. When they're rowing their boat in the water and the giant's on top of their head, Gobi they're in midair for a second, and then Gobi uses his oars and make it look like the boat's flying. And earlier on, they were hiding in like a haystack behind a sheep, and the giant, he had stepped on it, the same haystack that they were hiding behind. And at one point I was like, oh my god, did they get crushed? And luckily no. They was hiding behind the sheep that was next to the haystack they were hiding behind. So thank God. Oh my god. I was scared there for a second. I thought, oh my god, did they get crushed? But no. So overall, this segment was okay. It was alright. You know, it would be one of those segments where I would sit by. I would like, it wouldn't be one of my favorites, but I would still sit down and watch it, you know. And then we have our dance song, Rain Dance. It's actually really good. I like it. It's really good. Once again, Grace Kaufman come in and great with the vocals, as always. And then we have another Marlon Gill segment. Once again, Gil's hiding behind his umbrella, because the rain cloud that he was trying to get, it's raining under like one of the little plants that they have in the show. And he tries to get under it, and then at one point it starts to rain under Molly, and then before Gil swims out of the frame, he's like, hey, rain on me. Oh, Lady Gaga reference. Hello. Rain on me, rain on me. I'm sorry, I had to. I love Lady G. I'm sorry. And then instead of saying field trip, they say Puddle Ball, because they're gonna play some Puddle Ball, which I like how they make a game out of. I'm so happy they make a game out of, you know, something that looks kind of like sad, like, oh my god, we can't go outside and play. Puddle Ball got you covered, baby. It do. And everything's going good. The game's going strong. We got Mr. Grouper as the announcer. Everything's going good. But then one of the audience's umbrella falls into the drain. But my only nitpick is, how did nobody see that big umbrella? How did nobody see that big umbrella? Maybe if, like, I feel like somebody should have already been seeing that umbrella. I feel like maybe if, like, the rain was coming out so fast and, like, it caused the rain to, like, I don't know. But the umbrella, somebody should have seen the umbrella. That's just me. But then at first, everybody's saying that we can't play anymore because the puddles are getting bigger. Everybody has to go home. And then Molly and Gil went consoling, they wishing that they can play. But then Bo Puppy, he has a heroic moment. And also the scene where he sees the umbrella and he tries very slowly, one at a time, to just go out there and save the game. He has raindrops falling on his face and he's like, no, I'm going to go out there. And he does. And even Gil's shocked. He's like, I don't believe it. Bubble Puppy's in the rain. And he's able to save the game. And he's able to get the umbrella out of the drain. And I also like it when Dima's saying, just like a bathtub. Which it is, because like a big drain. Which I like it. And Gil being so happy of his boy, and he's saying, you saved the game, which he did, and they can continue playing. So overall, this is a really good field trip segment. I like it. Any moment with Bubble Puppy being brave, heroic, doing something that makes Gil proud of him and everybody else around him proud of him, I'm all for. I'm all for it. Like I said before, Bubble Puppies were my favorite cartoon dogs, and Gil and Bubble Puppies, little dynamic together will always be one of my favorite things about the show, and my favorite things about Man's Best Friend Media. Up there with Charlie Brown and Snoopy, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, heck, even Tommy Pickles and Spike from Rugrats. Ooh, and Blue and Steve from Blue's Clues. And did I also mention that I also really, really like, what else? There's another, I don't know. Man, there's just so many cartoon dogs and man's best friend tropes out there. But overall, sorry, good segment. I liked it. Last Molly and Gil segment of the episode. Gil saying how much he loved Puddle Ball, and Gil, you should have your umbrella up for this moment because I also really like how the cloud rains on it. Like, it stops for a second, then it starts, it stops, it starts. I mean, he got what he wanted. Just not in the way that he wanted it, though, but he still got it, technically. But overall, that's where our episode ends. He got rained on. But overall, I feel like this episode was really solid. It was a really good episode. I liked it. Once again, I missed y'all so much. So happy to get back into these reviews. And I'm going to give this episode a solid 8. I feel like this episode was really good. And it really makes this episode really will really make kids feel like, hey, the rain isn't just about, being all dark and gloomy. There's a lot of fun things about the rain that you can enjoy. So overall, this episode was really fun, and I like it. I really, really do. I like it. Now, tune into our next episode as we'll be reviewing Season 3, Episode 22, The Running of the Bull Frogs. I had to do that. See you all next time.